Welcome to a second season edition of the Union Football Coaches Show. Kevin Ward along with Coach Kirk Frederick. The Redskins with a huge win on the road on Friday, 56-13 at Ponca City. And Coach, the game pretty much went as expected.
It did, and I will tell you that I was proud of the way our kids performed. I was proud of the way that they focused. It's tough to go in and play, a game at the end of the season where you've got the district championship wrapped up. You're playing, a struggling team that has not won in Ponca City, traveling to the game. But I was proud of our fans, the way they traveled. I was proud of the way our kids focused and the way they performed, and got off to a great start, and really didn't look back. Had a chance to play a lot of guys.
And given the change next year in 6A, we don't know that you'll never play Ponca City again, but you likely won't for a very long time. Union ends up, at least for now, 25-2 all time against Ponca City, having now not lost to Ponca City in over 27 years, I guess 28 years now since the last time Union lost to a Ponca City team.
Well, that's obviously a great streak and a great record to hang on to, but Friday night was about our kids really trying to polish up a few things, getting some guys healthy and getting ready for the district play. But it was interesting as we got into the game. You think about, well, you got to play a lot of younger guys, and well, sometimes there's guys that are seniors that are maybe a number 2 or a number 3, and you just don't want to pull those guys out. You want to, our JV guys had their reps on last Monday. They got their game time. You want to let guys, especially some of our linemen. I think we played about 6 linemen that were seniors, and instead of giving them 2 or 3 plays, we gave them several series in there. It was a lot of fun to see that take place.
I think it's the first time I've seen you actually pull your starters in the first half of a game in a very long time.
Well, we were able to this year. At times felt like we needed to push our team a little bit harder, but we thought it was appropriate this time. Just knowing the opponent, knowing what we needed to do to get healthy, is pulled our guys. Our plan was in the first quarter, and I think it was the first series after the first quarter that we were able to do that.
Well, and when we get into watching the highlights, folks will see Derek Finch ran wild, 140, almost 150 yards rushing. He was our player of the game, and that was a good way for that senior to end his regular season.
Without a doubt. Derek is a guy that is really a Friday night guy. He's not necessarily just a backup or just a senior, but I had a hard time pulling the plug on him because he's such a great kid and has done so much for our program. I wanted to give him as many carries as he could, and very productive on those carries. As you said, had over 100 yards.
Let's take a look at those numbers from last Friday. Obviously very impressive for the Redskins, another plus 400 yards of total offense. But Coach, back-to-back games now with 10 penalties.
Yeah, the penalties for us the last few games have been pretty tough for us. I thought there were several situations, unforced errors that I didn't like, several procedure penalties, whether our defense was jumping off sides or what it might be. But defensively, I thought our guys played very well. Robert Thomas responded very well and had a couple of interceptions. And, I think we had maybe 5 turnovers on the night total. And so defensively, our guys responded well and played very well.
And I think with the 5 that you got and the 1 you gave up, you're now dead even in the turnover ratio for the season heading into the playoffs.
That's something we struggle with, so that definitely that got us on the right track.
All right, we'll come back and take a look at the first half. A lot of scoring in that first quarter. You won't want to miss it here on the Union Football Coaches Show.
No matter how you play, or work, or live, life sometimes throws you a curve. At Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic Center, we help you get back to playing, working, and living your life. EOC, Tulsa's finest and most experienced provider of sports medicine care for over 30 years. Visit us at eoc.com.
Journey, man. You know how many varsity spots I got? You want to be one of those 12, you got to get better each and every day.
Are you going to look down and shame and say, man, I could have worked a little harder. I could have pushed it just a little bit harder. Don't let that happen. You got to do it all year long.
Back on the Union Football Coaches Show, it was a beautiful night for football last Friday in Ponca City. Last game of the regular season for the Redskins, and Coach, everybody was there, TP there, players running out from under the smoke.
Came out of the TP, and it's a pretty windy day, but you know, as the game went on, the wind started to lay down. It was a really nice night. We deferred and got the ball, and you can see right away we had some great blocks off the bat, and Kaylor Pearson, which is about 50 yards away from a record, a little less than that now, just barely tiptoed out of the sideline there, but got us off to a great return. Tyler Atkins on a big play to start the game off as he's able to rush the ball and find the cutback. You can see here, great camera angle, big block by Ben Kramer up front. He just jumps underneath the block and chews up several yards going into their side of the field. Come back with a little smoke screen out to Kaylor Pearson again, trying to let him finish off that kickoff return there. Had great blocks out of Jeff and also out of Will Hamilton. And then big guys up front create a lot of space for Tyler as we go in for our first score.
30 seconds into the game and you're up 7-0.
Well, it was, you know, obviously a very nice opening to the game. You're always worried about your kids and how they're going to focus, but outstanding job. Come back defensively. Let's see how our defense is going to respond. And I thought that Ponca had done a pretty good job with their quarterback run game. You can see here running a little bit of the read play and in a couple of different ways out of an empty set. This is their backup quarterback, but I thought he handled the ball pretty well. Obviously, an exception there. You know, drops the ball, and our defense is right there to create the loss of yardage. Big play there, Brian Stadler with a big stop and forces them to punt, and we're able to hit a quick slant out to Jeff Mead and secures the catch, and you know, no safety help over that one, and he's going to take it all the way. Nice throw, hits him in stride. He's able to go all the way.
2 catches on the night, both for scores.
Pretty nice night for sure. Defensively, you can see attacking the weak side of our defense over there. Colby Evans and Sam Blankenship, 2 inside backers, chasing the ball down. Come again on the outside, and man, there's a guy you don't want to meet coming around the edge. You can see Colby Evans right here. Good camera work. Kind of a little wrestling move there as he suplexed him there onto the ground. Nice job by Colby Evans. Great job by Malon Al-Jabori, again, getting so many good quality reps in for the injured JoJo, and Malon's done a great job, and Colby Evans on the tackle as well. Love this play by Tristan Anderson. You know, you get a nose guard back there, you can just see how strong and stout he is, but he's also got the speed of a linebacker and is able to finish off the quarterback sack. Love this play right here. This play was actually called, our Dr. Pitts from EOC all year long has been wanting to call a play. Got to call a play with Justin Silman. It was a 3-yard loss. So I think he's not going to call any more plays, but I want to make sure I gave EOC and Dr. Pitts all the credit on that one. So puts us behind the chains and throw a couple of deep passes that are incomplete, and so we have to punt and give the ball back to Ponca.
The only possession in the first half you don't score on.
Good blitz, good call in there by our coaches, and Sam Blankenship forces the errant throw, and now we're back on offense. Nice throw and catch off the boot to Carson Meyer. Makes a great catch, good throw by Mason. Another nice throw to the outside by Will Hamilton. Again, a guy that makes a lot of plays. And you can see right here that Mason decided to call his own number on that one and picks up a few yards, gets us inside the 10, and the big guys up front and Tyler do the rest of the work. Great block on the outside there, I think, by Lovett and also Will Hamilton, and Tyler reads it well and is able to score. We got Chance Wenslewski, junior defensive end, chasing down in there. And I tell you, this guy right here, every time he touches the ball, he scores. Brian Stadler with an interception and a score. If you'll remember, he scored on the inadvertent whistle play as well.
Well, he scored last year against Ponca City as well.
Seems like we've got to get him more interceptions. So, but a former tailback, he knew how to go score. Nice play there by Tommy Bradshaw. Tommy Bradshaw, a senior safety, comes in, makes a nice play. There's Colton King in there and Chance Wenslewski, a couple of guys that are defending the run. I think they had about 50 yards on the run on the night and did a great job. There's Robert Thomas, junior corner. great job. We say, hey, get to the sideline, get to our sideline where all the rest of the guys are, and he tries to return on his own, doesn't get as many yards as he would if he'd have got that way. There's Justin Silman, tackled by the.
Run over anybody.
Yeah, he ran over the official right there. Gave him a hard time about you can dodge all the guys that are playing except for the guy with the striped shirt on. But what a great, powerful run he shows there, legs churning, and excited to see Justin there. Come back with the screen. You see Justin right there, just some big linemen up front. He outruns them all and makes a nice play.
Maybe we should be giving it up to actually the umpire who took Silman down.
That's true. That's true. That's a heck of an umpire there. Here is Silman again. We got that one called back, the screen, but he chews up the ground there, and nice move there by Jeff. Good catch, and goes in for another score. Defensively, starting to make a lot of substitutions inside, and you start to see guys making plays, and excited to see, even with the substitutions, our guys are continuing to play hard. Got Tommy Bradshaw on the play right there, Colton King in there as well. There was Selton Thomas and Alex Brown, those guys, a couple of seniors that did a great job. There's Derek Finch in. Derek Finch at tailback got most of the carries on the night, finished very well. Robert Green, a senior for us, did an outstanding job of catching a couple plays on the night. And then here we go, Zach Fisher again, heads up play, kind of bobbled the snap around there and takes off and shows quite a bit of speed that he has.
Maybe you need to put the busted play into the playbook.
We might need to because he's pretty good at it for sure. So, but does a great job, heads up job, go in and score.
Oh, there's his dad.
Oh, there's his dad right in the background. Very nice. Takes a lot of pictures for us, and in charge of some of the pictures we get for our Facebook and our scrapbook. And of course, David Fisher right there in the background. I'm sure he got a great shot of his son on the big touchdown. You can see a lot of guys coming in, making nice play on there. Io Alagalo, one of our sophomores, number 37 there, is just getting better and better every week, and it's fun to see him out there making plays. There's Derek Finch again, really nice tailback. It's unfortunate for Ponca City that Derek comes in because he continues. They get to see a quality tailback all the way down the roster. Come back on a little sprint out play to the outside, and just off the fingertips there as we try to keep it moving. You can see there a nice throw and a catch inside, and great job there to Hunter Newkirk, Coach Sean Newkirk's son, and our baseball coach in there with a nice play to keep it going. Try to hit Cameron McQueen in the end zone, receiver there, and aren't able to do that, but Holton Fox is able to block for us and get us down real close to the goal line, and we're able to attempt a field goal here, and unfortunately just off the mark is Wyatt Clevenger, just pulled it a little bit, and we go in 42-0.
There we are at the half. Redskins with that big lead. We'll take a look at the third quarter. When we return, stay with us on the Union Football Coaches Show.
At Arvest, we know our customers come to us for different reasons. There are some who need banking on their time. For others, it's not when they bank, but where. Then there are those who take their banking wherever they go. From big moves to small favors, we recognize the needs of our customers, and now they've recognized us. Again, for the third year in a row, Arvest ranked highest in customer satisfaction with retail banking in the Southwest region by J.D. Power & Associates. Switch today and get the customer service you deserve, only from Arvest Bank.
Back on the Union Football Coaches Show, Kevin Ward along with the coach Kirk Frederick. 42-0, the Redskins lead at the half at Ponca City. Ponca gets the ball to open up play.
It was senior night, and they had kind of a delayed halftime there, and took a little bit longer to get out there. But once we did, you can see our kickoff coverage got them pinned deep down there, and Monty Griffith with a great play there, knocking the ball away. Got good pressure in the backfield, and you see Jalen Steele with good pressure again, forcing them to punt and get good pressure. by Io, and we just mishandled the return right there. That's freshman Trey Brown. A lot of pressure on a freshman to get in there and try to handle a punt, and he mishandles it just a little bit, but our offense is able to recover. Zach Fisher on a nice play, getting a lot of yardage. Look at Derek Finch in there. Good job. Great job there by Tony Gonzalez as he gets a big block to the inside. We run the bootleg right there to Holton Fox for a touchdown. Nice job, and I won't insert the joke about the song, What Does a Fox Say? So,
he says that. Touchdown is what he said.
That's right. He gets that quite a bit. Holton Fox, outstanding player for us. Got good pressure, pushes him out there. We have pressure by Alex Brown as he pushes the quarterback out to an incomplete pass, throwing the ball down the field just off the fingertips. Zach Fisher playing free safety as well, almost with an interception there. Forces the punt. And again, we just thought it'd be fun to see if we could get the freshmen some experience and a little bit different on Friday nights, catching the ball. And I think Trey's going to be an outstanding player for us. Played a lot of corner the other night and just needs a little more work on the returns. Good job there. There's Trey coming up, making a nice play on the pass. And they get us on a fake punt. Good job by them, and obviously something that they saw in film from the week before, and our guys went to sleep a little bit on it, and they're able to go in and get a big score. Finch comes in and gets a couple of carries to start the series off, and they do a nice job of creating some pressure with their front seven. We come back with the screen, they cover it up well, and so we've got to get rid of the football. Nice job by Chris Rear, a senior defensive tackle, doing a nice job there. Nice play again on the outside. They run a little sweep play there, and it's tackled there by Ryan Redham, another senior defensive lineman for us, makes a good play on the outside. You can see Jalen Steele in there. It was the craziest play I probably have seen in a long time. Where he catches the ball, fumbles the ball, and about 4 or 5 guys trying to get it. Eventually, we recover it, gets our offense right back on the field. Derek Finch with the nice run gets us out to midfield. You can see we're running the ball very well. Great block by Holton Fox and the rest of the guys up front doing a really good job of carrying the football and big blocks up front. We got Kyle Lewis in there and Kyle Gage doing a nice job blocking. Of course, Tony Gonzalez is up there as well, and a lot of those guys doing a really good job with that. Mark Gardner in there, Javin Sunoka, those guys are doing a really good job of creating some holes for our guys. Another huge block in there by Tony as Finch carries the ball. Got the sprint out pass. They're able to complete the pass and throw it out there to Robert Green. Good job by Fish as he sees the open receiver. Again, Derek Finch taking us into the fourth quarter, running the football very well. Big blocks up front. And I know it's a lot of fun, regardless of where the situation is in the game, for those big linemen up front to see a guy get through the hole and then go down the field and score.
Finch with 148 yards and 2 touchdowns on the night.
Here we are back on defense. Got great pressure to the outside. Denzel Davis, senior, has been with us for 3 years, and man, it was a lot of fun to see a guy go in, make a big sack. A lot of fun for a senior defensive end. Denzel, great job with that. Got some more pressure in there by Bynum, and missed the number there, but again, our defense is playing very well. Bailey Cooper on the pressure to the outside. They throw the ball deep, catch the ball, but then they fumble it right away. Monty Griffith does a great job of stripping the ball, and of course, we got Ricky Rivera with the recovery. And I know he had sights of the goal line on that one. Come back inside. We're able to go in here with Joey Hayhurst. Joey Hayhurst, another tailback for us. He does a really nice job of running the zone and able to pick up a few yards. Ponca City does a great job of tipping the pass and stalls us out on downs. Get the edge on us and get a huge hit there by Seth Mishler. Seth Mishler with a big play and a big hit on the night. Nice play there by Chris Rear. I'm going to have to hand out a lot of candy bars this week for these guys, as many plays, as many tackles as those guys are taking place. Had another big play there by sophomore Walker Rosenbaum. Walker's had a great year for us as a sophomore linebacker, continues to make plays. Aaron Ugball with a nice tackle there, playing corner for us. So lots of numbers. I know this probably a lot of people want to challenge me here and see how I do with these numbers, but I'll tell you, our guys have done a great job. Good deflection there by Jalen Steele. Love to see Ricky. That guy goes that speed all the time. It doesn't matter if it's a Tuesday practice or a Friday night. Ricky Rivera is outside backer. Makes a lot of plays for us in our special teams and does a great job. They do us a favor here, snap it over the head and kind of get off a tough little punt there. And unfortunately for us, is it bounces off of one of our guys, and so it gives them the ball back down inside the 20 with just a few minutes left in the game. Nice play there by Trey. Comes in, not the best technique in the world for a freshman, but pretty good job, pretty good tenacity, you know, for a guy that really has never played corner before to go in and get some valuable reps. See Ricky there chasing from the backside. Got a lot of guys coming in making, there's Jalen Steele coming in making a nice play on the quarterback. Huge hit again. Tell you what, that's one of them woo licks right there by Seth Mishler. Nice big play. And I think we probably were guarding him a little bit too close
Maybe
there.
a little bit.
Just a little bit. Gives them a first down, and just look at the way our guys fight. It doesn't matter what the score is, as I said. They're fighting hard, trying to stop them, and unfortunately for us, they're able to go in and get a touchdown. Love the jump cuts there that Joey gives. He's pretty deceptive in the way that, again, there's that jump cut again. And we've nicknamed him Jumpin' Jack Flash by the way he has that jump cut inside there. Joey Hayhurst is able to get some big blocks. We got Big Jance is in there blocking for us. Got a couple of seniors in there. Bynum's in there. Guys in there making some nice plays. Got a sophomore in there. Stouter in there blocking up front. So we were able to sub a few guys. Not everybody got in, but what I was most proud of is all the great playing time that our seniors were able to have.
56-13, the final score. When we come back, we'll get up close and personal. Some photos from Vic Kidwell. Stay with us on the Union Football Coaches Show.
In the blink of an eye, your home and belongings can be severely damaged. If this ever happens to you, call Oklahoma Disaster Restoration. We're your restoration experts. For over 20 years, we've been restoring homes and businesses damaged by disasters. Our highly trained technicians work to restore your property and refurbish your belongings in our secure Tulsa-based facility, restoring lives one disaster at a time. Call Oklahoma Disaster Restoration.
The Union U-Wear store located on the west side of the UMAC has everything a true Redskin fan needs to show their colors. You will find a large stock of sweatshirts, hoodies, and more. They have a wide selection of items that will keep you warm on chilly football nights. Don't forget, the U-Wear store is your home for novelty items and must-have accessories. The U-Wear store is open weekdays. Call for times.
Back on the Union Football Coaches Show, Kevin Ward along with the coach Kirk Frederick. Time to get up close and personal with some great photography from Vic Kidwell.
Vic was there doing a great job. I got to see him take a few of these shots as I was standing next to him on the sideline. An outstanding job. You can see right here, we got Colby Evans on the big play there with Chance Lenslewski. We got Colton King on a nice play. Of course, there's Chance again. Alex Brown, senior linebacker there. Looked like Chance was about to throw another wrestling move on him there. There's Robert tucking the ball away after an interception, the way he read the comeback route and got right underneath it there. There's Big Briggs inside. Big Briggs is somewhere on the north side of 300, I think. So nice job by Briggs and how he's blocked all year, done a great job. There's Zach Fisher and Derek Finch working on the exchange. And Tommy Bradshaw, just love the effort that he gives. And opening kickoff, or not for us, at least kickoff coverage was outstanding. And he was a big part of that, making tackles inside the 20. There's Tony Gonzalez, big Gonzo guard, junior guard for us, come in making a nice play and an outstanding job. Kyle Gage another one of those number 2 linemen that came in. Kyle has been very consistent for us throughout the year. Javin Sunoka, offensive center, snapping the ball, then trying to get that linebacker reached with Derek Finch running through the hole. Takes a lot to snap and hold, without a doubt. And here's a great shot of Zach Fisher right there on the PAT on a nice hold.
So regular season is done, and not just for the varsity, as the seasons also come to a close for some other Redskin teams.
Yeah, we were able to close out last week. Even our UFA teams. Congratulations to our 7th grade silver team. They won the championship, the INFC championship over Broken Arrow just last Saturday night. All our UFA teams are finished. They've got a few postseason tournaments, but Union football as a whole is really all focused on the playoffs right now. Our 8th and 9th grades had a great year. Coach Clater at the 8th grade and his staff, they have actually 3 teams. 2 of those teams play in the same league, and they were co-champions.
Yeah.
We didn't let them play each other to figure out who was the best. Maybe some of them wanted to, but so they shared the championship trophy in our conference. And then our 9th grade has 2 teams. They play in different divisions, and they were both undefeated in those divisions. So Coach Coons, outstanding job. He's been our 9th grade coach for the last 6 years, and he's closing in on 100 wins. So had a lot of success with that group. We're excited about seeing some of those 9th graders.
Well, let's take a look at the playoffs, shall we, as they kick off on Friday. Coach, you will obviously host Sapulpa, 7:30 kickoff, and opposite of you will be Edmond North, Edmond Memorial.
Well, a lot of great games. There's 16 teams left, and there's a reason why they're in the playoffs. And the Sapulpa game obviously is the one that we have the most interest in, because we've got an outstanding coach's kid at quarterback, a left-handed quarterback who's racked up a lot of yards throwing the football, but he's also run for about 600 yards. So definitely one of their best athletes. And then they've got a receiver very similar to a Jeff Mead, that 6'5" guy that has over 1,000 yards receiving, that is just an outstanding player. Of course, Norman North and Mustang, that ought to be obviously a good battle. That west side has been so crazy with everybody beating everybody, and it all settled into this. You've got the Edmond North Edmond Memorial. That game was actually 13-0 first game of the year, so it'll be interesting to see how it turns out. Love this side of the bracket as well. Wasso Jinx, another rematch, and Midwest City and Santa Fe. Westmore Sand Springs, proud of Sand Springs. Finished 2nd in our district. They have not hosted a playoff game in quite some time, and Coach Kennard, I was proud of them for being able to host Westmore. And obviously you're against all these guys and you want to win, but when it comes down to your district, you want to see your guys do well. So we want Wasso and Sand Springs and those guys to do an outstanding job, and we look forward to seeing how they do.
It'll be the Redskins and the Chieftains Friday night at 7:30, Union Tuttle Stadium. For the coach, I'm Kevin Ward, and for Andy Irwin and his student production crew, thanks for tuning in.